Hello everyone. Today's topic is 20 most powerful villains in the Marvel Universe. Marvel's movie universe has had some memorable villains, but the world of Marvel Comics packs even greater threats yet to be adapted. Movies based on comic book superheroes have never been bigger or better, but each new film or franchise requires a supervillain that is just as memorable. As the stakes and threats are rising every year, and Marvel's shared universes continue to unite heroes against a common enemy, the villains will need to up their game just as quickly. In the vast multiverse of Marvel, there are a lot of villains out there that push the limits for the heroes. Sometimes it takes the might of an army of superheroes, or in some cases, even the heroes aren't enough to stop them. As the Marvel Cinematic Universe moves on, casual fans are getting to meet more and more of the powerful Marvel Comics villains. Kang was hinted at in Loki, and Gorr the God Butcher is coming up in Thor: Love or Thunder. However, even with the introduction to these villains, there are so many others that have still yet to make it into the MCU, proving that the movies could continue on for many years to come without worrying about a threat worthy of world decimation. With the Fantastic Four and X-Men coming soon, there is a good chance more Marvel supervillains could show up down the line, bringing even more powerful enemies that will excite any movie fan. Thus, Vulcan. Gabriel Summers is the brother of Cyclops and Havoc of the X-Men. Since he's basically able to control energy in nearly every form, Gabriel can deflect Cyclops' eye beams, resist psychic attacks, and even hijack or absorb the abilities of mutants around him. When he feels betrayed by Professor X, he takes the name Vulcan and turns those powers against his own family. Thankfully, he pursued his villainy in space, not on Earth, becoming the head of an entire alien empire. No, Ego the living planet. Not only is Ego a literal planet but a godlike being with immense power. He has complete control over his physical form, can create an army of constructs and his own antibodies to attack and destroy anything. On top of that, Ego can emit powerful panic energy that can reduce anything to ashes. The limits of his power are seemingly endless, but he is not indestructible. His weak spots are what keep him from becoming the most dangerous threat of the Marvel Universe. One of these weaknesses is his actual ego, ironically enough, and his overconfidence. Art. Galactus. Originally created to fight the Fantastic Four, Galactus isn't an alien or a god but a bit of both. Before the Big Bang created Marvel's universe, an alien fled the death of the one that came before, fusing with its essence before the new one took its place. Galactus was the result, a godlike being who has to feed on living planets to stay alive. His scout, the Silver Surfer, may get most of the recognition, but Galactus has the power to do just about anything: transform matter, teleport, create life, revive the dead, and more. Even Reed Richards couldn't tell just where Galactus' powers ended, but exploiting his weak spots has saved Earth more than a few times. Saath. The Bender. Plenty of Marvel villains can claim to be the biggest threat a universe has to offer, but few can actually state that they themselves are, in fact, a universe. When the Bender was introduced as the main antagonist of Marvel's cosmic event, Secret Wars, it was revealed that he was no mutant or alien, but an entire universal realm known as the Beyond, condensed into a human form. And his powers were as impressive as you'd expect. Able to banish demons effortlessly, destroy, resurrect, and reshape beings at will, the Bender was even able to defeat death itself. How did the Bender first use that power? To throw heroes and villains into battle for his amusement, proving that even if your existence is an infinite one, a sense of humor can't hurt. Chair. Mephisto. After all, he is the actual devil of the Marvel world. Mephisto is the ancient demonic being that created the likes of Blackheart, ruined character arcs in Spider-Man, One More Day, and even brought about the fan-favorite hero, Ghost Rider. Mephisto garnered attention due to fans' very wrong theories of him being the villain behind WandaVision. Meanwhile, in the comics, Mephisto has made enemies of the Bender and even Doctor Doom due to taking his mother. 5. Annihilus. When an advanced race from the negative zone seeded barren worlds with alien spores, they couldn't have predicted that one spore would grow into Annihilus. Evolving from a weak insect into a brilliant warrior thanks to his creator's technology, Annihilus set out to destroy any and all life he saw as a threat. Over the years, that would come to include the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and nearly every other Marvel superhero team. It's hard to know what's scarier: the cosmic control rod he wields, granting him super strength and immortality, or his superpowered aliens known as Centurions from the negative zone's many planets. He also can't be killed without coming back to life even angrier than before. 4. Apocalypse. Born with grey skin in ancient Egypt, his tribe left him to die. Instead, he was discovered by a band of warriors who recognized the boy as Ensabanur I, immortal mutant. Over the years, Apocalypse would take a new name, and reveal more mutant powers than nearly another other Marvel character. Able to reshape his body, strength, speed, and nearly everything else, there's no challenge the villain can't change to defeat, something that the X-Men Apocalypse movie did not portray properly. Eventually taking over Earth and mutant kind to separate the weak from the strong, no mutant could ever make the X-Men tremble like Apocalypse. Teen. Magus. Most Marvel fans know the story of Adam Warlock, a hero engineered to be the most perfect and highly evolved human in existence. Not long after being created, Adam encountered Magus, a leader of pure evil who led an oppressive religious empire across thousands of enslaved worlds. With the power of quantum magic well beyond Warlock, the real twist came when Magus revealed that he was once Adam Warlock, eventually corrupted and growing impossibly powerful. Warlock ended up using his soul gem and some teamwork to bring Magus down, but his millennia-long empire and limitless power make him one of the greatest villains in Marvel's multiverse. Though, Dr. Doom. Not every villain needs a superpower or alien upbringing to be effective. Take Victor Von Doom. With one parent lost to Mephisto, and the other to a tyrant, Victor put his energy into righting those wrongs. Mixing his mother's mysticism with old-fashioned science, his brilliance soon landed him a scholarship to America. But when an experiment left his face horribly scarred, he put the blame on his friend and colleague, Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four. Taking over his home country of Latveria, Dr. Doom would become one of Marvel's most brilliant and most villainous figures. Dr. Doom has taken on heroes and villains of all planets and dimensions with the help of his intelligence and magic combined. 8. Molecule Man. One look at this character and one might think he pales in comparison to the likes of Thanos or Dr. Doom. Appearances are definitely deceiving in his case because he can control and manipulate matter in any way, shape, or form. He can turn a tree into a skyscraper or a street into a lake of acid. Anything is possible for the Molecule Man. This is what makes him such a challenge. He could snap all of the Avengers into dust without needing a special glove. In a way, Molecule Man is the most overpowered Marvel villain, which is likely why he is not featured often. Please like and subscribe for more video. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today's topic is 20 most powerful villains in the Marvel universe.